So yeah, he told the truth on that one right off the bat. There was no excuses. You never seen each other. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I knew what he was talking about, but I didn't. That's not why I loaned him money, right? Because that way, because I hadn't done no business with that other guy, and he said trust him, and I hadn't seen him in a long, long time. But I'm gonna let him. My little buddy like borrow $20. It's like I'm gonna pick him in that fight, you know. That's why I said don't play like that. But I told him that from the jump. I said I don't play that. I don't play that game. I don't do all of that. You see, because I'm too old to play. I'm straight up clear. You see. Yeah, yeah, you know you can see through me, but I get dark in the sun. It's like you, you should when you get right with the pigmentation. Yeah, yeah, pigments. Yeah, I got the micro dots. You know that's right. Got legit ones. You know those little Dr. Peppers. We call them micro Dr. Dots. You know, like Dr. Dots. You know that. Yeah, because you know that's a whole canvas worth, you know, like a whole movie poster size of that wrapped into that. Yeah, you know, but yeah, you better be ready like when Chong ate that piece. That's that sunshine. It's that dip, not that chicken dip. Yeah, you know it's right. Soak. But it's dry. It's the cure, all right. But yeah, if you ain't never done it, better come with that freaking. You let it be all right with the people that you with. You gotta always have a partner when you go trip so they can catch you before you slip. Yeah, because you don't want to hit your face on the ground because if you get knocked, you might not get out. You might lose your direction, but you gotta have experience, guys. Yeah, and I've been too experienced. I was scared for a long time, but you know, I got some trusted friends that I would guide if they wanted to because yeah, they know what I am. Right, like you should have took no eight when they out there to take one G because those freaking fungus was woo. We I only had one because I had told some of them back with it, and I won't tell nothing. I don't know if they when yeah I knew they were strong as hell. I didn't wait like one size of my pinky. I was up like 7 hours past midnight. Yeah, tripping. It was like mild visuals and everything. I usually don't get visuals off the shrooms, you know. No, I know, you know, because they are, you know, they aren't mad. You know that you ain't gonna walk on that. Yeah, he's a lifter though. You see, right? He'll pick you up, you know, on that four wheel thing. You see, pulling skis and all of that way back in the day. Yeah, I had 4th of July. He had freaking Halloween. That's on the fly. You know, it ain't even close to, not even close to a lie, but you know, it's coded just enough, you know, to protect everyone involved because you know, we stayed the same when we all been doing different things, you know, we all had our secrets, but imagine if we all shared them all, but I always did, you see. Because I'm real, because they'll tell me if I got too far. They'll say what they got to say, and if I'm not still making my pay, then doing everything, my bills are paid, my lights are on, my water's on, way, you know. Yeah. Then what they gonna say? My street credit, because credit is 100, you know. That's better than a 700, 800 on a credit card. It's 100 on the 99.9999 is close enough. Anything he gonna do round it down? That's freaking 100. Yeah, 150 is owed out, but they know. I know they cleared it off. Yeah, and how many times I let stuff slide because I don't give a fuck about that, right? You know, I'm about the important things like principles, like come and tell me when you don't have what you know. But I know when somebody messing with my homegirl, yeah, you know, because we connected through the freaking homie. Yeah, homeo, bitch. Yeah, we can see it happening way back when. Yeah, hear it, feel it, everything from a distance, nothing dirty, nothing. But it's just trying to raise our kids together with our you know, I have BM, she had BD, you know. It was bad dad, but they weren't bad dads. They baby daddy, baby mama, but they weren't bad mama or bad daddy, yeah, because more in mine than she is, than her DNA one, and I think that's right. I would never tell that to her straight to her face. That's why it's that covered up like that, because it got a possibility of deniability, but she is a good woman too, but she wasn't there because she had to get better, and that's okay. Because we just I always sent haircuts and people to get that kind of stuff done to her. That's right. It didn't matter how nasty that wolf was. Yeah, I know, because I did right when he called me in the middle of the night after turned the other way and shunned me. But he called me up. So I could kind of borrow $5. I only had like 7 in my account. Sent me 5, and I gave you that pep talk, and there was no lie about that. Yeah, you've been doing it right, and I'm proud of you, my friend. No regrets. That's right. Yeah. Yo, I'll bust him, man. That's why I said don't play that. Don't play that. I don't play fight, We have been fighting against the world, for so long. Why are we gonna play about it? Yeah, be about it. Like, if you ain't ready to freaking stab it, then freaking don't freaking bring it out like that. If you don't get along with someone for whatever reason, tell them what, maybe they'll realize that it bothers you and they'll stop it. But it won't become a habit. Or maybe y'all disagree and then y'all just still hang around. And everybody's happy. Everybody leaves with everything they came with. And shares what they're supposed to share, and everybody goes home happy because they know we can, because our kids have been all those places, and never come back with no sad faces. Yeah. Unless it was because they were sad because they wanted to keep playing because the other kids were still waiting for their ride or whatever. But and they don't need that security, that blanket piece or whatever they got their thing. That's a freaking honor. That it's unaccepted. Because you freaking earned it the hard way. Yeah, because it's never been done. Not like that, because it's unheard of, y'all. Over and over again, even though I was doing things, but not when I had them with me. That's not, yeah. Same way we did it whenever we were all together. Legit. Y'all had more crew though. Like, it is okay. Somebody was on point. Y'all had to switch it out because y'all had like 4 that hung out more because I was working on them cars all damn night, and I had to get some nights away. You see, but without saying nothing, I wasn't freaking spying. No, if I had a question, I'd call y'all up. If y'all had something go wrong, you just let me know. Yeah, and that's how it's really trust, because when it hits the fan, you up and running up the stairs to get them hanging by their freaking head, but it wasn't nothing, no hurt. No, kind of funny after, but we learned to keep the bed closer to the wall on that one. But that's a quick sound and already off that feet, because you got to know your territory. But that's how showing up in the middle of the night. That was the first time you ever called me after. Yeah, because, but yeah, we don't get along no more, but yeah, that's still one of Eva's moms, but because she helped me through the hard times. I didn't plan for her to move in with me. That was my brother with 5 hot dogs buns on one hand, there is no other. Yeah, he be like, yeah. Yeah, like that one song at the 4th of July, you gotta be careful when I give advice. It's real talk about some certain things. I can't carry this with that because we add together to equal more. Yeah, that is a lesson, but you can't freaking set me up because I freaking playing chess, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm mixing it up to protect. But I'm glad it worked out because you needed that time alone. I know. I hear you, and I'm glad that you were holding up your end. I've been trying to send it right because you put me on that 0 number for that. Yeah, for that S, and that's on the C. That's between you and me. You little tease, the soft one with the IE. Started with the BR, it's right. Yeah, you did help me through that. And I told you I respected that, and we can separate peacefully. Because it happens. It's kind of, it was just what it was. It helped me and it helps you, and then we messed it up. Both got like. Well, maybe later, but I can't be alone in the room with you, not alone ever. Because too many times burn like the flame. I can't even see it's right there on the flip phone, but I hear it. That's the sound of that burn. Oh, time to burn. Oh. Oh, I saw that boiling flask that Wilson had when they saw that. It's on Home Improvement way back. Making honey for the Renaissance Fest. Yeah, he's making honey all right. I noticed it the first time. Yeah. I didn't know what it was until I freaking watched Breaking Bad though. I knew it wasn't no freaking mead thing because I seen mead made it when he made it in no flask like that. No. But it's all pretty much all you need to make alcohol is just sugar, yo. If your body makes alcohol and sugar, then your body makes sugar and alcohol too. So imagine how drunk I was all the candy I was eating. I wasn't drinking my own piss though. You gotta get the devil's cut off. You gotta get your age stuff. And I put it in the right. No, so I put it away somewhere. Silver screws from Sweden, dream of silver screen quotations. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's an education system this time, not this time I'm not getting. This time they're not screwing me, they're taking to a system. It's a kind of strange education system. Written by God, you wouldn't believe it, you sat down with him. Time after time and everything was right. You put it on the line because what's the risk? Yeah, because East Austin put it all of East Austin was roaming on that, you know it. Looking like I said on that other channel, it was Sloth. You know I was on Fox CC, but that was a bad way of living, but not a bad dude. Yeah. So I flipped it to 14, and then it was like Batman. Yeah, you know it's all of these things like Beetlejuice and all of Howard Stern. Got education from everywhere, y'all. We had to pick. Meet the girl, dream of very own constellation. A teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. Buy me a star, you can't buy no stars, that's constellations. They are, but they belong to gods and they belong to people already. You can't buy them. Because everybody's got a star and they got the moon and they got a planet, y'all. But when you go on your Cancer, y'all, and you're under the unconventional type, yeah, you just got the moon and it reflects everything if you get it just right. If you saw that one eclipse, yeah, in 2022 in June that year, it was only supposed to last for 1 hour, but then it ended up lasting all night through the day and all the way through to the blood moon you see, and that is freaking crazy. That's because everyone started to participate, yeah. It started to separate, you know. I had about 9 total, count me, I don't know if it counts me or not, but it separated 9 ways, different colors and everything. It's like I got 9 colors of gems today. The house provides when you look and for nothing. You're just trying to find equilibrium, alright. And now y'all wanna make it. I promise these are not plastic, y'all. Yeah, you know. I promise, no lie. I'm riding a sleigh and it's not going anywhere today, yeah. But if you catch it just right, you can catch it anyway, cause you know it's right. Just a friend, as more you know, we'll discuss that when you get here. If any heat comes on, yeah, you know, doors open, come in hot. I'll come up, I'll pop it real quick, and I'll handle all of that just for you, all right? But if no, if let's clear it up. I need you to watch the fort while I take a shower because I'm so freaking whacking. It's hot, y'all. Let me turn on the AC. I don't care. I'm just bad boy. What have I done? Making music and singing to my own family. It's like singing prayers is how you make more. Cause now I'm singing with myself on the backtrack. Yeah, you know it's how you ride the train. Yeah. But I'm not gonna try to run a train. I'm not trying to. I'm not. That one came out bad. Strike that. Cut. Let's see. What? Oh, we gotta jump back over to that other freaking literature, all right? Hey, you might want to show up and join in. I don't know. I can't read them like. Oh. Mara, Raminga, Sancho here. I'll make sure the lawn's mowed, but don't mow it too close. And I won't drink your last beer. De nada. Having fun. And it was awesome. Oh yeah, it's freaking. It's always been my awesome flow. Nice airflow. But I'll put the tools away. Someone set up and put the tools away, I'll put them away and I won't break up my own, I won't mess up anybody's rolled on their own repairs. I don't mess with that. And in my business, unless they need help, and then I'll help with it. Help with it. I ain't gonna go the other way. But I got a feeling it's right what I was thinking. I was playing hide and seek. I got a fort built. I got the whole house turned. The whole downstairs of the house turned into a sheep fort. It's like crazy. But keeps you young, having fun, and when you're all alone and nobody's coming through, very few are coming through. You do some things that occupy time, so you don't go out and get done dumb and negative. Oh yeah. Tim, oh shit, my bad. Yeah, Tim was here, I told you. He's still here.
Open the doors to the world's most amazing guests.
Yeah, he's fishing out through nowhere. We used to do the fishing like at the Catholic church. He's throwing over the thing and seeing whatever comes back on the clothespin. Sometimes you get candy, sometimes you get stuff, sometimes it's like an Easter egg. Sometimes you get money, sometimes you get keys to the car, sometimes you get candy, sometimes you get one that somehow it's empty, but you know they were all full. Where's the gold one? We had like four. Yeah, where's the extra gold one go? And then if you find it one day when you really, really need it and it had the most in it, and you're like, dang, it was freaking living a miracle. Yeah, like when you short on Christmas and someone gives you a lottery ticket, or you freaking only have like $5 and you buy it, and you get 500. Yeah. It happened to me twice. Once coming back from Laredo, and twice on the same Christmas actually. Once I was out of gas. I didn't have enough money. I was coming back, then I didn't have enough gas, and I was full of been at the farm. Yeah, you know what I mean is, I was like from the new side. I just walked across it, but realized I freaking made a mistake and got too deep on that one. I tipped too big at the bar. Yeah, but that big tip at the bar is what got me that freaking one that really got me that far. So it was a blessing, and I hit like 200 on that one. Made it home. I was on a solo mission before I took anybody with me down there. That was a crazy one. Yeah, I didn't tell nobody that's dangerous. Yeah, I was like 17. Yeah, they still selling it if you can. A lot of the tickets, they wouldn't go to. What the hell? I had to get somebody else to cash it. They wouldn't let me cash it. So many tickets wouldn't let me cash it. That's really whack, dang, no taxes. Yeah, but I write my name on the back of it anyway. Because that's the first thing you do when you hit a lot of tickets big, you write the name on the back of it. Yeah, before you let a lawyer in, yeah, but then you call me because I'm gonna do legit and then I'm doing. Now I know how to handle that kind of math. It ain't about that, because I'm gonna tell you right. Put the name, then you call the lawyer, and you don't call a regular lawyer. You call one from out of town, one that you hire the whole firm, because then none of them can freaking have client privilege with each other, but without you. Because you're gonna hire them all, every division, That's like family, freaking law, freaking criminal law, financial tax law, like all of that residential. Yeah. I just realized that one right in this moment. If I forgot to tell you, I might owe you. So sorry, I apologize. Come get paid. But you also could get laid too. That's on you. We ain't never been single at the same time. Yeah, we have seen that shine. That can go right back where it started. So that would be the first time, back to the same exact, and then, there might be, it might be because, they come like that, with that big cake, My dad, is when you're blue, eat you like a cake every time, it's like, but she can't come, and I won't get to come with 3 of my trucks, with one thing only a day approving, and she agree with whatever she got to say about it. I don't know, but right now it's no, because I can't, it's sanity in a bad way. Because I can't make myself make that mistake again, because I'm done with that kind of slide. You can't slide back to the one that was going all right. The one that was going all right, we can't. Once you're done, no, you're done, please don't come down here, but saying that, I don't want no problem, because I don't want to hurt no guys. And no good ones. They know they say they ain't no lie. But nothing ever went that way. Because they understand when I get angry, I stated exactly what was making me mad a bunch of times and gave them so many chances. Then they seen it I was going mail or they seen other things I didn't know. They probably got missed pieces of the puzzle. That's what I don't know, because they were on the same block. I suspect that bird was flying. Yeah, it wasn't thunder. Yeah, it was lightning causing all the problems. Because they were saying that I was not that. Because real recognize real, and I don't got that's a gift. I didn't even know anything about it. Because I was too young. But the people that were in, they were informed, the higher ups were ordered, everybody had to know it. They passed it from the top down and the bottom up, and wherever it stopped, that's where the problem was. There's a gap in between, and both sides stopped. Yeah, right there for a while. Yeah, late. Sometimes it's okay. Late better than never. Yeah, but I can't make that call. I gotta have my co-pilot, y'all. Yeah, you know it's kind of crazy. Got a yellow wolf. Yeah, yeah, riding on that chopper. Yeah, you know riding on that chopper. Yeah, you know it's not a chainsaw, but it chops that wood like that hatchet with the rebar. That means a lot. But you know what means the most on that. I'll tell you in person because that one could be dangerous in the wrong hands. You know, I'll tell you about that one. My friends, you know, the ones I love and care about, and yeah, we were raising all the children because it takes that village. Yeah, because he already proved because they before they would even waste the time wasting gas or anything. They already checked to make sure same thing, just as friends. Yeah, same place where we always been. No telling what. But right now, that's what it is. That's right. But possibility of more, yeah, because you're already with the other. Okay, so don't worry about that. You know he's a good guy. Yeah, yeah, he kept it with you, real with you when you, yeah, all the time. Because that makes it so much easier. Because then you don't have to hesitate, and you know it is the truth. Yeah, or the closest version that is safe to pass through visual communication without being misconstrued as something that's irate. Because that's ridiculous. It'll be another late night. Gonna be late, buddy shows up that night. Yeah, got there with like right when the door was about to close. I saw who that was, though. So that cancels that one out right there because I can't confirm whether it's one or two because the eyes are all I can remember. Yeah, I don't know because I don't because I was worried about getting there to be there in time before they even closed the door because I wasn't going to kick the door in to make sure their kids are okay because they're my responsibility. That's I'd be there and I'm a dad first and foremost. That's right. So but I'm also a mom. It's kind of weird, but you know, y'all don't have to understand it, but you can try to listen and grasp at it. Yeah, but you know, the legend spread and spread and spread through the yeah, through all of them, the long way, through the kids, the children, and every mom way. Yeah, the dads don't believe that kind of stuff. You see, not because they don't. It's because one, all it takes is one that they don't believe because they never had that alone time. Yeah, you know, you got 9 months, right? Yeah, you know, but when they take that initial time, yeah, you know that. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, what's it called? Is that depression? You know, I can't remember. Postpartum depression. Yeah, that's because everyone wants to hold them, touch them, and take them. It's because they're taking them away too much from them. You're supposed to be together, like all together. Hold on, I got, that's what it was. Like, not anything wrong. She got her mama's boy. I got his girl. It's okay. It's different situations, and that's between me and her. It's totally different people. But I never like said anyway. If you know, I need a good haircut, or hair done, or hairstyle, or anything, I no, I've been because I don't want to. She's great at the things she's great at. She's better at the things she wasn't so good at. Like, you're good. Yeah, you know I'm getting stoned all across the yard. You know, I tell you this, when you go to the feds, don't worry about fighting if you're not ready to stab. You just go out on the yard and you dig one up. They're everywhere. You know, that's all you gotta do is, but don't even bring it up. You know, you can don't raise your voice or nothing. Yeah, unless you're ready to stab over it. Yeah, you know that's what it's at. Yeah, because that is what they know what bad have bad because they got bad back in the day. Yeah, when they freaking out did shit got bad and they turned against each other. There, you know, it's supposed to be us against the man. Now the man went against us. Yeah, they're supposed to be helping us. You know, we weren't against them. We were just trying to promote what we knew was the right thing, even though it was in that area where they kept saying it was wrong. but we was not jumping off the cliff with them knowing that they were wrong. We were holding our nuts. Yeah, you know, we might be holding our clits if we got one of those, depending which what. Yeah, them ovaries, cause you gotta get them up over these. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because nothing, because that's what I'm saying. That's a freaking they impede more than they help. Have some balls, yeah. Okay, well, show me where they're at. I'll kick them. That's what a woman gotta do. Show me where they're at. And there you go. There's your weakness. That's your kryptonite right there. You know, like. Yeah, a buck got antlers, but guess what? They're not. If they're not nice during the winter, then come summer, when the foliage is up, the women get them under the brush, and they can't stand up. And if them antlers on, whatever the antlers there, they can't. Yeah, you can't stand up under the brush. So they freaking get them under there, and they freaking kick them in the nuts, and they can't do nothing because they stuck because they tangled up in the branches up high, and the women go bah. Yeah, deer fight like stuff like this, freak crazy. Yeah, you know it's right. Yeah, so we got some. Yeah, double standard. Yeah, just try not double standard, and the ones you can't change, just realize there's a reverse for that. Like, because you can hurt them really bad by twisting their titties really bad. So you gotta do that right out in the open. Yeah. But and they're gonna turn purple and they got like a bruise. Yeah, kick them in the nuts. They're gonna jump inside and not leave nothing to show proof. Yeah. They didn't do nothing. They was with me. They've always been up in there. Yeah, the one might not come back down. I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw the kick, but I don't know which one was which. Yeah, I don't know if it's already like that. So I can't confirm or deny any of it, but it made me learn a lesson. Don't get nobody that pissed. Yeah, but maybe just tell people what's bothering you and what's the trigger. Like if you see something that they're doing that might be something that's bothering you right off the bat, say that might not be a good idea to do that in front of me ever, because this is how it's gonna go if you do. Sorry, that's stuck in a stutter. So let's see. Well, I have to think about it. I might show up in a tux, but I doubt it. I might show up naked like I always do. I picture mom, look at daddy in the eye and tell him, fuck you. Hurry up, I'm hungry, I smell spaghetti. I picture mom's loopy ass and tell her to get the food ready. Yeah, I could do it when I start laughing. It's hard without the right music. Another song comes on. In my head, can't pull them all automatic, but I can change them up. The harder ones to be changed are the ones that are locked in, can change them. Yeah, but they all tell a story. Some of them coincide with what's going on today. Yeah, might have been waiting a long time to fit that puzzle piece. And just right. But if it don't fit, we don't force it. That's right. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I don't have to explain it, but if you want to come and try to explain it with me, welcome your doors. Unlock, it's right there. Flash the lights, and I can make that call. Yeah, I got it all. Yeah, I'm just the same as I've always been. Just, you never all been single at the same time. That's pretty crazy. Some got added to the repertoire. Yeah, they got into, because they came through and when they did right over and over. After y'all had like one little hiccup with me at least, but whenever we handled that right, and I guess that we said what was bothering us, did it right, and then it was no word needed to connection. Internet video didn't matter. We hear voices and we're hearing one side and just knowing knowing the feeling, because you reach out and feel with your mind, your heart, and every bit of your life. You feel it back, that you're struggling, but you're trying to get something happening. sometimes we got some don't believe, so it's getting hard to get help from company. I don't want company, you know, I don't want the force, I want family home. Can't have home without family. You can't have family without the home seed. Doesn't matter which one comes first. You know, right now I'm back to before. It's just me and the house you see. Can someone come home and complete this with me? Yeah, it can be completed, but get added on to. Yeah, you know, we got lots of room to do it all. Yeah, no blueprints to this place. It's a model home where you can do it any which way. You can't restrict it, not at all. You see, nope, because it's homestead, yeah, you know, as long as it's interior, you know, later on, yeah, cattle ranches, yeah, business and commercial and residential. You see, you know, I'm right here at 1123, you know, flip reverse, you know what I mean, you know, it's where we supposed to meet when the stuff hits the family here. Na 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 na. Yeah, I have it. Yeah, she had it just right. Yeah, na. You know, you catch it, they get it. Yeah, just tell me, you'll get it one day if you just pay attention. Because the message is coming out, you're gonna spread it round and round and round. Yeah. You bring someone you know. Right now we gotta get incommunicado, make sure you bring an extra, you know it's gotta come, yeah, you know, family member, that's blood, you know, that's alright. You know who to bring, you know, if you believe that is what I would do, then you're probably right. If you wouldn't believe that if it wasn't true, because you know me if you know it all. So, you know, just come with them all, you know what I'm talking about, you see. You know, it's the B-U-K, B-U-K, yeah. Add an extra that cake. Yeah, you know, it's gonna say, please, because make some money out of that, when it's coming. Yeah, you know, the more the merrier, because I love what I eat. Yeah, but I ain't one of them, you know, I do respect them, but that's why I changed it. Patches ain't patches, yeah, they're just madness, you know, like that's that kind of insanity, just malo, you know, like that, you know. But nah, you know, cause patches ain't patches, cause patches is patches. Yeah, like fuck. What the fuck? Yeah, like fuck, yeah. They all mean different things if you change the tone and the inflection and the way you know, and the context around it. But when it's all coded up and you got to know people and every code person, you know, but you're throwing them all to a group, you know, out there, you know, you got to get to know them all, you know, equally. Happy with one, blessed with more, you know, everything in between, whatever, you know, it's whatever, because, you know, they got the ball in their court. Pass it, been waiting for it to come back, you know, it works the way, doesn't matter, yeah, as long as, you know, it landed with the right, you know, it wasn't there, you know what I mean, but got the rapping, and that's how it happened. You know, it's all country, because we all come from around this country. This is what we call home. It's Lago, and if you don't know that, it's like long ago, like heaven on earth, yeah. But you gotta believe, and you know it takes more than a he or a her. Yeah, it takes them. You know, to get it started evenly. Are you gonna be my woman? Yeah, you know what I mean. You're all ladies. You know, you're not just girls. Yeah, you're my homeboys. Yeah, I love you. I'm trying to get right, and I need you. I got more trust with them right now, and everyone, the other dudes I got trust with. Yeah, I got a few. But they're locked up, or they got retired and they're stuck at home taking care of things, you know. But got to go with the majority, so I can get the most trust at once. You know, I got more of them, yeah. Plus, I need someone to jump in right there on the track, yeah. Not that track, so don't get it twisted. I gave her the keys to the kingdom, and of course she wouldn't fucking do it. Yeah, so you saw that Frito bag works better, the clear is just better, you know, for making cotton candy and not that one.
Remember when people actually used to talk to one another?
Yeah, because I just, it was that, I called the old number. Yeah, and the first time it's gone through in like a long time, but I check it once in a while. Yeah, because it was 8 after 5, you know, and the rest was like almost like my TDC kid is kind of crazy how it just ended up that way. And my air was a guitar band. In County Avenue. And here she coming through, yeah, it's gonna be a mashup, 'cause there's all of them. You know, it's all of the late crew, yeah, we're getting primed up, you know, for the season of the sun. And the sun and the silent killer, you know, the sun and the water, gotta respect. Gotta have an ear open all the time, and your eyes, you know, one behind the sunglasses open, one might be closed, but you know you tag around, and you keep each other, knowing that everyone is safe as long as we all know what's going on. You can't. Yeah, you can't know it, dude. You got it. You believe it to receive it. Now y'all can see it, then y'all believe it, and y'all receive it too. Like, you gotta put it in. You know, you gotta get out what you give. You know, but when you always keep it 100, it just multiplies and starts going above that. You see, and then you're adding to it all. Yeah, adding to it, and it's not whack. Oh no, it's just a little strange though at first. Yeah, because it's never happened before. No one. So a lot of people say that's just a show that. You know, I'm not showing off for no one. You know, like, this is the show. Yeah, this is just a reenactment because you know we can't repeat it, can't explain it, can't repeat it. It's because ours is ours and y'all's is y'all. You know, can't duplicate it. You know what I mean? But if you can go off the basics and do your own thing, and we're all eventually they can pay for it, come around full circle in a video. Everyone will be okay, you know, we'll have perfect balance and it'll be freaking great. No worries, no wants, no needs, nothing, because it'll be all balanced. It'll just be moving and grooving and all of that stuff. It'll be like helix, then double back, you know, something kind of like that, you know, round until it goes. Yeah, where'd I go with that? Oh yeah, where'd I go with oh yeah, the beat it hard, you know, like Hello Kitty. So that's the original Hello Kitty. Yeah, you know what these come from, so I know what I could get in trouble with, yeah. Yeah, I am a Red Raider too. Oh yeah.